บุกต่อ
God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of Conrad Keyser?
God save you, Henry.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
ทุกคนรู้จักกูหมดเลยวะ
How are things with you?
What can I tell you? I've seen better days, and I pray to God I'll see them again.
Aye. We're all praying for that.
Take care.
Here, just as you ordered. Goodbye.
Bring me something to eat.
Good day to you.
Here you are, and good health. Come in.
What do you think about Talmberg being attacked?
What do I think? That as long as decent people can live in peace, I can talk my way out paying taxes. I don't care who my liege lord is.
Well, this new lord never forgets a man who fails to pay him a single groschen. And the poor probably go straight to the gallows for it.
That's terrible news, especially for us poor people. I hope you'll drive him out of here so fast he'll shit himself, or hang him from the tallest Talmberg tree.
People usually shit themselves when that happens too.
All to the good. A nice bit of manure and everything blossoms.
Andrew, there's no more beer in Talmberg, and the soldiers are starting to grumble. Can't you send some there?
I could. There's nothing in it for me.
Just as a matter of interest, who do you pay your taxes to?
You're saying I should be paying the Talmberg told Sir Divish? When Sir Havel and Voldeck was the massacre, I managed to wriggle out of it. Nobody's come collecting since.
Well, right now, there are 3 noblemen camped by Talmberg, one of whom might be very interested to learn about all the tax you owe. I imagine he might want to collect it in the form of beer.
When you put it like that, I have got a few kegs I could send over. I won't lose out too much. They'd only spoil if I kept them longer, and I'd have to throw them away.
Just remember, if you poison them, they'll hang you for it.
Those soldiers drink it up long before it has time to go off. And what's more, what with all that cabbage being eaten, it wouldn't occur to anyone the shits came courtesy of the beer. I'll have them loaded up right away and taken there. And give their lordships my regards. Tell them I'm sending my best beer as a gift. Why the devil shouldn't I get some goodwill out of this at least?
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it. See now, I knew we would come to an agreement. Farewell.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I need to bring a few kegs of beer back to Talmberg.
I'm sorry about that, but I don't have any to spare. I can hold out a while with what I have, but I'd be running short myself if it came to that. You'll have to try somewhere else. May the Lord watch over you.
I'm honored that a knight.
Farewell.
Let's talk about the price. All right, so.
Here, with a little something on top for a good measure.
My word, thank you kindly.
God save you. Good luck then. Good luck then.
Let's talk about the price.
All right, sir.
God save you, Henry.
Here, and something for your trouble.
Thanks 1,000 times. Take care.
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, sir.
Here you are, with a little top up.
Thanks 1,000 times.
God, what happened to you? You look like...
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of Conrad Kieser?
But of course, he's staying with our local custodian. That's the big house in the monastery garden. God be with you.
I've come to ask for help.
Again? Such trying times we live in. God is testing us all. So what is it you need?
Their lordships have laid siege to Talmberg, and the brigands have wounded Sir Divish and many other people. I'm to ask if the monastery might send someone to help.
These are tragic times. Fortunately, I've only a little work left to do here, so I'll gather my things and set off for Talmberg.
Thank you, Father. May God reward you 1,000 times.
Goodbye.
How are you, Henry? Oh, come on. What are you trying on here? My God, what happened?
Is this where Conrad Kieser lives?
Indeed. The world-renowned Conrad Kieser.
I need to speak to him.
Oh, really? Whatever for?
I'm a fellow thinker, and I'd like to discuss my hypotheses with Master Kieser.
And what ones would those be, exactly?
Stronghold construction. I have this new idea for building, and a chat with the Master would be very valuable.
That sounds important. Come on in. The master's inside. Here's the key.
I have a bone for you from the remains of St. Procopius.
Truly? Then show it to me.
Behold.
Ah. Is it really from St. Procopius?
Of course. I'd never try to deceive you that way.
You're right. My God, you're right. Such holiness. I'm in your debt, Henry. How can I repay you?
Thanks, but I don't want anything. I was glad to help.
Truly? Well, thank you.
My pleasure.
And Henry,
Yes?
I just wanted to touch it for luck. If you took something you shouldn't have, I expect you'll put it back. God be with you.
Enter. Huh? By the horn of Joshua, you startled me. I thought you were urban. What do you want?
ต้องตัดคัดซีนเลยเหรอวะ
Sir Tobias Fayfar, the master builder and engineer from Skalitz, sends his greetings.
Fayfar? Tobias Fayfar? I've heard of him. He invented an interesting mining machine. What does he need?
Sir, have you heard what's been going on in Talmberg?
I've heard a thing or two. Is it true the castle's been taken?
It has, and we want to take it back. Master Fayfar has been given the task of building a trebuchet, but he's not sure he can manage it.
I doubt it myself. Building siege engines is an entirely different kettle of fish than mining. Damn. I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's. But that can't be done with a quill and parchment, and I can't leave here right now.
Why can't you leave?
That's a long story. I was a little more than a little critical of Sigismund's efforts at Nicopolis. And it might surprise you to know, after that defeat, he didn't particularly appreciate my criticism. Then, when Sigismund abducted the king, I didn't feel too secure in Prague, so I left. Perhaps left is the wrong word. Some might say I was banished. In any case, I went to Bethlern Castle.
They locked you up in Bethlern?
Not quite. It's a royal castle. They leave me to my own devices there. Frankly, this so-called banishment has been a bit of a blessing. I have peace and quiet to attend to my opus and a band of able assistants. Although I have lost quite a few of my patrons thanks to all this unrest.
And why are you here in Sassa?
To be honest, I need the money.
Money, sir? You don't seem like a man who lives in want.
Dear me, no. I don't need it to support myself. It's to fund my opus. That's why I agreed to help with the construction of the monastery. So you see, I can't simply take my leave.
What is it you're working on, sir?
Belli Fortis. A great book of war machines and weapons. My opus magnum, my legacy. All you have seen here are but snippets of my great work. Mark my words. One day, our whole world will be run by machines and inventions not yet dreamed of.
Of course. Any day now, they'll plough our fields and milk our cattle.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking aloud about things for battle. Who do you work for here?
My contract is with the abbot himself, but I discuss the work details with Carol, the monastery's master builder.
Couldn't Carol be persuaded somehow? After all, the defense of the province is at stake.
I realize that, but Sassa Monastery has always kept its neutrality. What's more, the abbot isn't here at present, and without his permission, Carol won't be persuaded. But I might have another idea.
What do you suggest?
Carol received his commission in writing. If you found it, we could copy the abbot's seal and signature on our own document.
That's a curiously interesting idea.
My inventiveness has many applications. I could be back here before the abbot, so he won't even know I was gone.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
How do I get my hands on the commission?
It will be somewhere in his quarters. You'll need to get it quickly and put it back before he notices it's gone. I suggest waiting until evening. That's when Carol usually goes to the tavern to play dice. He's fond of his dice. Maybe you can take advantage of that somehow.
Right. I'll see what I can do.
One ma.
One beer for me.
I'll never scour these stains out. I'll bring it right away.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I need to bring a few kegs of beer back to Talmberg.
I'm a few kegs short myself, and once I run out, my regulars will go elsewhere.
See you later.
The troops are falling asleep on guard duty. Do you have anything to help?
There's a recipe I know. I could brew up enough for 2 or 3 men with what I have here.
No, I need enough for a whole bloody encampment. Actually, for 3 camps.
That much? It would take me a week just to pick the herbs for it. Unless you were to do a bit of the legwork yourself.
Seems only reasonable, since I'm the one who wants it. What do you need?
1 handful of valerian and 2 of mint, but make sure it's fresh. And a little wormwood wouldn't hurt.
Very well. So what goes into the brew?
At least 2 handfuls of mint and 1 of valerian. Those are the main ingredients. If you can find some wormwood, there's no harm in adding that too.
All right. I'll look around for some.
God be with you.
Can we do something about the price? This and...
My word.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry. God be with you. Here we are.
God almighty, it's... Take care.
To the women.
Neighbours.
God bless them.
God's sake.
Can I sleep?
Aye. For how long?
Just the one.
No problem. You'll like it here. Take care.
God save you.
I hear you like to play dice.
Always. See you later.
Here, just as you ordered.
I can't wait to see how you throw.
Ooh, ยาว
Good day, Henry.
There. Satisfied?
That's it.
My pleasure.
กาดจังวะไอ้เหี้ยเวอร์
This will be the one.
Here, enjoy it.
We'll see.
I feel quite
There.
hungry.
Satisfied?
What do I have to do to get a drink here?
No point in pushing it.
Hey, where's my ale?
Here you are. And good health.
Any chance of a bite to eat?
Here.
Any chance of a bite to eat?
As you wish. Here you are. Good health.
No luck tonight.
I'd like beer. Here's a good harvest.
Here. Certainly, I'll fetch it right away.
What to do with something to eat?
Here, enjoy it.
The best of all.
But
This will be the one.
One beer for me.
God save you,
We'll see.
One beer for me.
กล้าโยนอีกเหรอวะ
That'll do me.
One beer for me.
I've only got 2
One beer
hands.
for me.
Certainly, I'll fetch it right away. God save Henry. Closing time.
Closing time.
This will be the one. We'll see. dent. That's it. Whew. No luck tonight.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
We'll see.
โอ้โห
That's all.
บัสแพ้ไหมเนี่ยเอาแค่400เอง
That's it. I shouldn't have pushed it.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Hardly worth talking about. Whew. This will be the one. We'll see.
450แพ้แล้ว
Money, money, money.
I need some help from Master.
Then go and talk to him.
The thing is, he's already agreed, but he'd have to go to Talmberg.
I can't consent to that. He signed a contract for building the monastery.
Supposing I compensated you for his brief absence, perhaps with some coin?
What use would coin be to me if the monastery roof collapses? Then I'd be the one having to pay compensation.
Thank you for your invaluable assistance.
You're welcome.
May God...
Take care.
มิ้นท์60ว่าเอเลี่ยนแล้วบูเชอร์อยู่ไหน
God be with you. Goodbye.
10อาร์มี่10ครบมั้งของมันแล้วค่อยกลับมาทำอีกเควสหลักทีหลัง
I've gathered up all we need.
Excellent. This will probably do the trick. And do you have the wormwood?
Here it is.
Fine, fine. I'll get started. It's going to take a while. Goodbye.
feel quite hungry.
Welcome, Henry.
Good day to you.
I brought you some meat.
Stack it over here.
That's the lot.
Good. Well, thanks very much. And when you've got more, feel free to stop by. You won't be unwelcome. Oh, yes, and here's a little something for the trip.
I've arranged some beer for you from the local tavern.
You're a proper treasure, you are. I'm gonna put a word in about how well you look after us. Like your own kith and kin.
The charcoal burners nearby have some stocks of pitch they'll let us have.
That's handy. Sir Rubard will be pleased. What little we had left was running out, and he was getting worried.
Well, he can stop worrying.
Good. I'll get someone to take care of it. Good luck to you.
Oh, ลืมกินข้าว
I hope I...
I'll be with you.
Let's have a word about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Are we agreed?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal. Finally, a reasonable sum.
There's something I need from you, Father Godwin.
Is there, my son? How can I help?
There are a lot of dead and wounded at Talmberg, and no one to make the sign of the cross on their foreheads.
I'd like to help, but sadly I simply can't. My own parishioners are watching me closely, and if I make just one false move, they'll have the bishop down on my back.
But Sir Divish himself...
If he wants me, let him come and speak to me himself. But I'm not going anywhere. It's your fault I have to live with a sword dangling over my head, Hal. And don't think I've forgotten it.
I never forced you to do anything. And just because I didn't help you out, you're denying God's forgiveness to innocent strangers.
How dare you? Do you think I'd stoop to such pettiness? My reasons are honorable.
All right, I understand. So why don't you turn it round on them? Why don't you say you'll go to Talmberg because it's the right thing to do and your Christian duty, even though you might be shot in the process, like that saint?
Sebastian. That might help, I suppose. Tell me the truth. Is the air really thick with arrows?
It is a siege, but all the camps are well out of range, so you don't have to worry about that.
Well, see how the martyrdom angle works, and then I'll go. At least getting out of here for a while will give me a break from all those judgmental looks. To forgive is human, damn it! Or is it to err that's human? I can never remember. Take care now.
May the Lord watch you.
Welcome, Henry.
God grant you health.
I hear you like to play dice.
Always. That's it. Your turn.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped
Jeez,
by.
what do I have to do to get a drink here?
Coming.
Here's
That's
the dinner.
Here you are. Good health.
God be with you, Henry.
มีเสียอยู่แล้ว
Certainly, I'll fetch
But-
it right away. I've only got 2 hands. I'll bring it right away.
We'll see. That's all.
โอเคไปฟาร์มแล้วเราจะนี่บ้าง3 4 5 6
I'll have them near.
My Christ, they're falling your way and no mistake.
Pour me one. A tankard here.
We'll see. This will be the one.
ดูดวงดีไว้ย
Sod this. Hey, I'm joining the third here.
โอ้โคตรดวง
Just as you ordered. Got it for you right here.
Salt this. Hey, I'm dying of thirst here.
There. Satisfied?
That's it.
What's the hold up there?
This will be the one.
May the coming. As you wish.
Bottoms up.
God's holy hat. Fucked! Again! Those were my last goddamn groschen!
I've just realised, without that money, you'll be short of coin for Conrad's wages, won't you?
You fucker!
What a shame. But I'll gladly give you your money back.
What?
If you allow Conrad a short sabbatical in Talmberg.
That's what you had up your sleeve from the very beginning.
Agreed then?
I'll give you 1 week.
Henry, I'm glad you came. Greetings, good night.
Let's talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Since it's you.
Well now, a little more and we'd shake on it. Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Hey, where's your torch? God save you, Henry.
What are you doing creeping around?
They're after me! Sweet Jesus, I knew this day would come!
What? Who is... Carol said you can leave and...
Leave? I can't even set foot outside the door! Not now!
Please, calm down and tell me what's going on.
They're after me!
Who? Who's after you?
Sigismund's people, of course!
Why would they be after you?
Because he's never forgiven my criticisms of Nicopolis. Now he's decided to pay me back. What am I to do?
What makes you think someone's after you?
When I was on my way to Sassau, I saw Baron Pekar in Kostelitz. He was with Sigismund on the crusade, as was I. Now I've been told he was seen at the local tavern. And a stranger's been creeping around the gardens here late at night. My God, there are signs someone was trying to force the door. They're after me, Henry. The Lord preserve me. They want to kill me.
Take it easy. If someone's after you, I'll see to it. I'll have a sniff around the town or lie in wait for him.
I don't know. What if he sneaks past you?
He won't, I promise. I'll hide in the garden, and if anyone starts creeping around after dark, I'll catch him.
You will, won't you? Good, good. And be sure to hide well. If he sees you, he won't come.
What do I do? Hey, who's there? Who's there?
Jesus Christ be praised.
I brought you some.
Stack it over.
That's the lot.
Good. Well, thanks very much. And when you've got more, feel free to stop by. You won't be unwelcome. Oh, yes, and here's a little something for the trip. Take care now.
So, is the concoction ready?
All done. Here, take the keg. I won't be lugging a heavy great thing like that around myself.
Thank you for your help.
Well, best of luck, lad. Now, I need a rest.
How are you, Henry? God save you. Good night. What can I do for you?
Do you know anything about a Master Paykar?
That nobleman that showed up recently. They say he's staying at the local inn. God be with you.
God be with you.
Would you be Master Paykar?
I would. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Henry, of Skalitz.
And what do you want from me, Henry of Skalitz?
To ask why you've come to Sasau.
An interrogation, then, I see. On business, of course.
And who is it you're doing business with?
Why don't you ask about my mistresses instead? My trade partners are my own private concern.
Stay away from Master Keyser.
Keyser? Conrad Keyser? Why should I want anything to do with him?
So he doesn't need to worry about you?
Worry? Good Lord, no. Why, we were friends.
Right, that'll be everything.
As the master instructs. Take care now. Good day, Henry.
จริงด้วย
I'll get you. Just you wait. Bloody thing. Bloody thing.
Halt! What are you doing here?
Quiet, for God's sake. You'll wake the whole monastery.
Silence! For God's sake, I caught you in the middle of an assassination attempt.
Assassination? What are you on about?
You told me to my face you were here purely for business, that Master Keezer had no reason to fear you, and then I catch you sneaking up to his door.
Keezer? He's living here in the monastery?
Well, yes. Right here in this house. What's your business here?
It's all a terrible mistake. I've a long-standing arrangement with the custodian here, Sir Sebastian von Berg. I supply him with salt and spices. And I come to realise how he's been cheating me repeatedly. The dispute's been running for a while and still has legs. So I wanted my money back, that's all. I've no quarrel with Conrad.
I don't believe a word you say.
Well, sorry, but I'm telling the truth. I suppose there's nothing to be done about it, unless you intend to skewer me on the spot. But if it will help you sleep better, I'll stop creeping around here at night and find some other way to deal with the custodian. May the Lord watch over you.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
I left France, didn't I? Why do they want to kill me now? Well, did you find anyone?
I did.
And?
You needn't fear. I kept watch the whole night and nothing happened. A few folk passed by, but nobody dangerous.
And what about Pekka? Are you saying he has no malicious intentions?
None. He's just doing some trade with the custodian. That's what brought him to where you were.
Well, if you're sure. But I'd still rather lie low for a while.
Come to Talmberg. You'll be surrounded by a whole garrison there.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that does make sense. Thank you, Henry. I'm in your debt. We'll meet at Talmberg.
อย่าปิดประตูใส่หน้ากู เ
Show what you're made of.
You're dead.
Ugh.
โจรไม่มีเกาะคิดจะมาสู้กูเหรอตลกหน้า เฮ้ยอะไรเนี่ย
A well-chosen site. You want to strike the gate, do you?
True. We don't want to do more damage than necessary.
I quite understand. Sir Toth is holed up there, is he?
Just so, Master Conrad. I hear you have some accounts to settle with him.
Ah, not entirely. I've done with him. Sigismund trusted him more than me in his campaign against the Ottomans, and we all know how that ended up.
How did it end up?
Badly, my lord. The flower of French knighthood was slain there. Sigismund fled for his life, and I did too, I must confess.
Be assured we shall not make the same mistake here. We do not intend to starve them into submission, but to break down the gate.
I am at your service, my lords. We will build the trebuchet quickly. It will be ready in a matter of days. And I can supply, for example, Roquetta to sweep the foe from the battlements.
Roquetta? I do not believe I've heard of such a term.
Roquetta are missiles filled with black powder with a touch hole at the bottom to ignite it. They shoot forward, something like a hand cannon, but without rocks. The rocket is the missile.
I see. But we don't have black powder in these parts. Nor cannon.
Indeed. It should have occurred to me. But I am very fond of Roquetta, and I always think what Alexander the Great might have accomplished with them. I understand. We find ourselves in a conventional situation that demands a conventional solution.
I'm still hoping that Toth will see sense and parley with us.
He may well do so, especially when we set up the trebuchet on his doorstep.
Oh, มันไปให้ก่อนเดี๋ยวมันจะไม่ทัน
waking me.
Hey, son.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad to see you.
This ought to help with your sleepy soldiers.
What's in it? It stinks to hell.
Yes, and it's hellish potent too. A drop in the evening, and you won't fall asleep till just before noon.
Really? I hope it does the job. That it doesn't give them a runs in the process.
Hopefully not. But if it does, well, it's hard to sleep with the runs, isn't it?
True enough. But you're not much good as a guard when you're squatting in the bushes. God be with you.
Hmm. ไม่ค่อยดีเท่าไหร่นะเมนเลเวลนี่
God bless you. What troubled you?
I've arranged for a priest to come. He promised to take care of the people around here.
Thank you, Henry. Lifting the spirit can help us all.
I got hold of a sawbones to take care of our wounded.
Thank you. Most of them have already lost their homes. Their lives are all they have left. Farewell.
meat. On its own, it's pure bellying.
So let's hope by
จะ
the
บอกว่าทำเฟซพวกเนี้ยเพื่อแค่เงินนะแย่
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
ผมไม่ได้ต้องการเงินเลยคงต้องต่อวิดีโอหน้า
Look out! There's one of those bastards!
Look out! There's an enemy here!
Watch out! There he is!
God almighty! Watch out! Over there! A bandit! Watch out! I say an enemy! Watch out, people! There's some bandit there!
I see him! There!
Look out! There's an enemy here!
โอ้นึกว่ามีจริงจะได้วิ่งไปฆ่า
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
I came to an agreement with Conrad.
He's already here. You wouldn't believe how clever that fellow is. Now we really will build that trebuchet. That I guarantee you.
Glad I could be of service.
I'm truly grateful to you. And the men will be too when the assault starts. Fine work. You've certainly saved many lives. I probably shouldn't, but go and have a look in my trunk. You might find something there you can use.
Thank you.
Good luck then.
What's going on there?
โอเค จบแค่นี้ วิดีโอหน้ามาดูกัน